I'm a peddler of tidbits of information.
I hate
I
this
said,
angle.
Of Fresno Street. And that's that. This is what is called a Super Saiyan.
And this is Super Saiyan 2. And this is Super Saiyan God Mode.
Further beyond.
Folks, what is up and welcome to another Ace Attorney with an actual lawyer. I'm your host, Zach, joined by our voice actor, Wes.
Well, hello.
And our actual lawyer, Pridge.
Hello.
Folks, if you like this, you can catch it live on twitch.tv/SaveDataTeam every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And hey, if you'd like to support this channel and all the things we do here, support us on patreon.com/SaveDataTeam, where for just $2 a month, you can access the full VOD channel of every single stream we do. $5 lets you vote on one of our variety streams, as well as get your name included as an NPC in our D&D campaign Saving Throw. New episode will be up on YouTube tomorrow. And the $10 level and above, you get your name included in this Patreon song. Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all our Patreons! Burger Bun, Mr. Cola Bun, Andy Cosmo, Dave Hall, Lucha, and Sofino. HSM, Ernless, Crow Knight, Danny, Antilester, Kevin Nation, Shadowed Navi. Witch Tower, Sky Hurlock, Hyde, Self Aria, Arky, Forensic Technic, Cole, JFJ, Mystic Woody. Leprechaun, Jacob L, Go, Zeppeli, Sheber, Steam, Ryger, Rilla Jolie, Baron Esper, BBC, What, and Sherlock's, Antilester, Sillart, Ami, Borshock. Shrimari, A1, Narwhal, Luigi, Means Me, Diego Garcia, Nice Boomer, Emily. Mega Zero, Big Curbo, Who Needs to Sleep, Alea, Yakta, Estever, Entropy, Daedric and Serafina, C. Lumgar, Chrissy, and Tasty Marbar. Dessert Boy Man, Elijah Sly, Rick Rat, Katja, Traveling in a Box, and Snowcat, Conjuring Scribes, Yo Croissant, Fulfilla, Written Word, Shade the Punisher, Sevilla. Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all our Patreons. Hey folks, guess what? We're still being sponsored by Javi.
No way!
Who could have seen this coming? Hey folks, you've heard us talk about them so many times. It's the coffee.
Wait a minute, Zach. Is it the coffee concentrate that all the kids are talking about?
They are, Wes. You won't believe it.
Oh my God! I've heard. Like, I was walking down the sidewalk and some kids were talking about it. It was crazy.
They're like, "Are you hear about this Javi, mate?" Wes was in London. I don't know why. But folks, hey, guess what? Each one of these bottles contains about 30 servings of coffee. You just pour it into water, and then bada bing, bada boom, you got coffee. You can make it hot, you can make it cold. I've been enjoying it a heck of a lot because they've been sending me a bunch of stuff. It's 100% ethically sourced, 100% Arabica beans, and 100% get your money back guarantee. If you don't like it in the first 30 days, you can send it back, and they'll give you a refund on everything. And hey, each cup of coffee basically accounts for costs 66 cents, so that's a pretty dang good deal. And by supporting them, you support the channel, which we appreciate greatly. So hey, again, if you haven't already, please check out Javi. They've been a great sponsor of the channel, and we appreciate them very much. But with that all out of the way, let's get back into the game. Oh, I forgot they were crying.
Oh, that's right. They were crying. And he was like, don't you start crying or I'm going to start crying.
Okay. The detective and the identification.
The truth is, we took him prisoner and kept him for the night at our secret hideout.
Ooh, sexy.
Even though I didn't think he was a real detective, I was too scared to let him go that day, just in case.
We took the man's identification from him and shot him in the room next to ours.
There might have been a little tussle, but we did him no harm. And the next morning, we let him go.
He spent the night in the nice room. It was nothing like a prison, really.
It was nothing like prison. We swear.
This is outrageous! You imprisoned the man!
But no, see, no! it was not like a prison.
Yeah, he just said that, Judge. Gosh.
He was a very comfortable and calm and happy. Eh, Capo?
It was never part of my plan. I swear it.
Oofa. So you think it was my fault, eh?
That's a big oofa doofa, huh?
Just because I got the date of the ferry wrong by one little day.
I mean, you had to flee the country, my guy. If you fuck up the date because you broke the law, I would say yes.
I do not think it was your fault, Peppino. I know it.
Damn, got him.
No. Per favore, Capo. It's not fair.
You shall have plenty of time for squabbling back at the prison, gentlemen.
Oh, I don't believe this. How could I have been a real detective? How could he have been a real detective?
Counsel for the defense, proceed with the cross-examination.
So on the day before the incident, Gregson spent the night confined in this pair's hideout.
You're right, Bridge. Kinky.
So did you, like, handcuff him?
You know, my pockets ain't all that salty.
Jesus Christ, Wes. Oh.
So are my shoes.
What does that even mean? What is he doing to his shoes?
If you know Zach, you know.
Oh.
Real Londoners know what I'm talking
No,
about.
they don't. Okay, kept him for the night at our hideout. I mean, even that is like, what is going on? What was that like, you know?
Hold it!
Do you realize what you're saying?
You have to believe me. I never intended for that to happen. And I'm sure the detective did not intend it either.
I mean, yeah, you kidnapped him. Do you think?
But there was nothing else I could do.
See, nothing else. This was the first crime for the capo. He was at the end of his wits.
Oh, you mean after you just frauded all those people out of their money?
I have told you before, Peppino. That is not the way to describe a criminal mastermind.
Okay, now you're making it worse.
What about this hideout of yours? An old empty house behind the park on Lime Street.
We rented the place for 2 days. It was an inspired idea by the capo here.
Again, I really hate how the little like flip back thing is just covers half his face.
Yeah.
It drives me up
yeah.
the wall.
An impulsive idea, I would say.
No. Not impulsive. Inspired. Aye, capo?
Oh, what am I supposed to say to that, huh, Peppino?
And it was in the house described that you can find Inspector Gregson, was it?
Oui. But you have to remember, I was under the impression that he was a pretender, not a real inspector.
That doesn't quite add up, though. If you didn't think the man was a real inspector, there would have been no reason to take him prisoner, would there?
No, you are right. But we couldn't be completely certain.
Detective, I was too scared to let him go. Why?
Hold it!
Too scared? Why?
Ah, wow.
For real.
One of the only times that
We've ever
our
said the
thought
line.
process
Yeah.
lands up with what Ryan, because usually it's like, oh, why is that? He's like, so, do you like jazz?
Funny weather we're having.
You like jazz?
Because why had he come to the park? We didn't know.
He wanted money.
There was a chance that he had seen through my plan.
What?
And if that wasn't the case, he would go straight to the police station to blow the whistle on us. Even if he was just feigning to be an inspector, he was up to no good, huh? Without a doubt.
I wish we could just see his legs right now, just like kicking in the air as he's like.
I think most people would agree that it's you two who were up to no good.
Well, you see, you may be right, eh, couple?
The point is, we were not able to escape from England immediately. That is why we had no choice but to take the man prisoner.
What I don't understand is why the inspector felt the need to show you his identification in the first place.
See, I ask myself the same question.
We were writing down the names and addresses of all the people who we took 5 shillings from that day. I have forgotten what name he said, but the address, it startled me.
6969 Cool Street.
9.
See, address. Scotland Yard, Homicide Division, he said.
What a just give a numbered address on a street. Don't fucking say Scotland Yard Homicide Division. What?
He probably didn't like your face, Peppino.
Why are his eyes closed and his cheeks have jiggle physics on
Like,
them?
I'm just imagining what that next bite of pasta will taste like.
I'm auditioning to be the next character in the new Dead or Alive game.
Anyway, I was not rude. I just politely asked him why he said it. And that's when he started to say he was an inspector. Not long afterwards, he took out his identification.
What was Inspector Gregson playing at?
Tell the court what happened next. You took him back to your hideout, you say?
See, we did.
Okay. Shut him in the room.
Immediate
next to
crying.
ours. Fine. Okay, well, there might have been a little fight, but you did him no harm. So which one was it? Did you stab him just to hurt?
Just to hurt.
What do you mean by a little tussle, exactly?
Actually, that bloodstain you were talking about was actually just spaghetti sauce.
Gossip's like, oh yeah, I licked my hand later and it tasted great.
It was nothing. Just a minor incident.
The falso inspector, he was a real piece of the work. Eh, capo?
What happened?
Oof, it was a disaster. We gave him a nice room, and what does he do, huh? In the middle of the night, he tried to escape through the ventilator.
Can you blame him?
We chased him, bien sûr, and we caught him again.
Fuck. Chat saying
Can
that he
you
vented.
blame us?
God damn it, he did vent.
Oh no.
He vented.
Son of a bitch.
He ventus aqua and terrad.
God damn
He
it.
Kingdom Hearts does. He got
Yeah.
Xehanorted.
Xehanort, he got
300
ignored.
He 358 by 2 days does.
He pre-missed. Wait! You didn't shoot the man in your haste, did you?
So, who do you think we are? Of course not! I simply caught hold of him again and took him back to the room. Idea! Oh, look, he's got a little spaghetti hanging out of his...
He's got a little noodle.
He does have a little noodle.
He's gonna be like, yeah, no, he shot him, actually. Capo.
Hey, Capo!
You capped him,
Don't
Capo.
Don't you remember when you shot
capoed
him? Ah!
Mr. De Rossi, is something wrong?
You said to leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Sure you can. Me?
Something Mr. De Rousseau just said seemed to make you,
Eat spaghetti.
well, it made you act even more strangely than usual. What was that all about?
Cavolo, at times like that, you don't want to have the capo after you, believe me. And I speak from personal experienza.
Personal experience? See, I speak some Italian.
That is enough, Peppino. There is no need to say more.
Okay, well, but you know we're gonna ask him to.
We're gonna ask him to say more.
I love how he's just doing it anyway.
Yeah.
The truth is, the night before we put the Red-Headed League plan into action, I was scared. It was not fair to the capo, but I tried to run away.
What? It's a shame you didn't manage it.
But the capo here, he came after me like the turbine, huh? And he dragged me back to the house, kicking and screaming. I still have the bruises to prove it, eh, capo?
Jesus.
Bruises, you say?
Oh.
Hi,
I
you
was
wanna
gonna
see,
say,
huh?
Is this
You
the
wanna
bruises?
Yeah. Did he fucking choke him out? What the fuck?
Okay, so he choked him out while he dragged him back. We're gonna use this to prove that it was Gossip who is actually...
Yeah.
Okay.
Who for sure is confirmed pretty much now to be what's his name?
Vigil. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I'm sorry, Val. I called him what's his name. I'm so sorry.
Ah, you wanna see, huh? You wanna see my fantastical bruises?
Weird way to describe your
He's
bruises.
really proud of those bruises.
That's
My
enough,
God.
Peppino. No one wants to look at any part of you.
Oh my god, it's so mean.
What did it do, huh? I show you or I don't. I show you or I don't.
You're showing us. What are you talking about?
You do. Now.
Allora, if everybody wants to see, then I do it. Echo.
The dolphin.
He's my favorite League of Legends character.
Oh, okay, that works too.
You see? He's still very visible, eh?
How did you get?
Yeah,
How
no,
did you get such a perfect
no,
ring like that?
no disrespect to Rousseau. I do not believe for a goddamn second that he has the hand width to
With
get all the way around.
spindly little arms
Yeah,
that he's got.
yeah. Unless he's just got freakishly large hands on this tiny
I bet he
body
had
of
like a
his.
rope or something.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think it's gotta be, yeah.
Yeah. Also, so many people in the chat go to horny jail. God damn it, Goosey Gander says Yowie hands. That's very good. It's very good. that red ring around your neck, that red ring of death on your Xbox 360. You got that when you were dragged back to the house.
And hey, listen, we can make those jokes about these characters because they're over 20.
That's true.
That is accurate.
Sorry, it cut ahead fast on me there.
See,
God.
the capo, sometimes he is very rough, and
I said that's enough.
Okay, Twitch chat, I don't blame you now. Game's doing it for you.
Peppino's neck is nothing to do with what we are talking about here. You have my word.
I like this cap animation, but
The
also
little...
you're very guilty, sir.
Yes. What is your opinion, Counsel?
Yeah, I think this dude strangling people is pretty important.
About this red ring around Mr. De Rossi's neck. I wonder, does it matter? It's important.
Kaslam.
Mr. De Rossi, I'm going to have to ask you to amend your testimony with details about the mark on your neck.
To include the fact that you got choked out.
Capo, you see? Everyone is interested in what I say, huh?
Very well. You will amend your testimony as requested, Mr. De Rossi.
See, if you really want to know. He tried to escape, but the capo put the
Okay.
collar on him and dragged him back. Like what he did to me, see?
Now, my only question is, do we present that to here, or do we just press it and then hopefully we get a
I don't
thing?
think we have any evidence.
Yeah, I don't think we have any
to-
evidence for it.
I mean,
I was going to ask, does the collar have a big B for Baskervilles on it?
we don't... Wait, we can't look up people right now? Am I crazy?
No, you can't.
remember-
You can't
yeah,
present people.
You can't present people in this game.
Oh, that's right. Man, it's fucking with me.
They actually got rid of that pretty fast. I think they stopped it in Apollo Justice.
Alright, well, then yeah, we're just gonna press this, and then hopefully it gives us... Are you saying that red mark was caused by...
See, a big collar made from the leather.
Oh, it is the Hound of the Baskervilles collar. What the fuck, Pridge?
I mean,
Uh-oh.
I'm actually very surprised about that. I didn't think that was going to come up just yet.
No.
Pridge is like, actually, didn't think I was right that
What
time.
the-
I thought there was a chance. I just thought it was relatively unlikely.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It was us the whole time. We were the big masterminds of the whole thing.
We are the professors.
Leather
It
collar?
wasn't the Japanese guy. It was Peppino.
How
Professor
Peppino.
Peppino.
How fucking kinky are you?
Is this true, Mr. De Rousseau?
Also, like, how did you get this collar on him while he was actively trying to run? Like,
What? We had a St. Bernard at home when I was younger.
this is the worst excuse I've ever heard.
It is a souvenir from that time, with a very strong chain.
Sir?
A strong chain.
And you put that around your friend's neck?
I'm sorry! I was so angry that he was leaving me alone.
Like, there's no way that everybody in this courthouse isn't like, are they? You know.
Yes, we are.
We are airing your dirty secrets to the entire British judiciary.
And like, hey, folks.
didn't-
At this time, England frowned upon that shit pretty badly. Just look at Oscar Wilde. And also, Turing. So, you know.
You did not have to tie the chain to the leg of a bed. You did not have to tie the chain to the leg of the bed, though, huh? I would not ever try to run again.
You didn't do that to Inspector Gregson as well, did you?
Sure you can. Treat the people equal. Is the capo here's motto, eh?
It's starting to sound a lot more like a prison all of a sudden.
Sure you can. The capo is tough, but the capo is rough.
Those are like basically adjectives.
Well,
No, but like, they're not usually
I-
put at odds. Like, putting a but in between those things are like,
that's true.
Yeah.
They're certainly
There's
not antonyms.
yes.
Listen, I'm sure there's a lot of people who would like to put a butt between these two.
God damn it. Jesus Christ. Just judging by our Twitch chat, yes.
I shouldn't have done it.
So, the following morning, when you realized the inspector...
He had a red ring around his neck, just like me.
Yep.
Peppino, s'il vous plaît, leave it now.
Now you know, huh? The capo here, you don't want to tangle with him, eh? But for the inspector, it's not so bad.
He enjoyed it. Okay. Okay, so, but no, we were supposed to present something here then.
Yeah, I mean, you might be able to. No, I don't know. Look at the stuff you have.
Dragged him back.
Present your own armband.
The autopsy report. He doesn't have any markings on him.
Oh.
Because they're still saying that this is Inspector Gregson. Gregson does not have. Was never choked.
That's a good one. Yeah, I like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's how we get to bringing up gossip.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be the picture. God damn it!
That was my next statement. Was gonna be, does the picture show?
I'm
his
so
neck
cheesed.
enough?
Fuck you, video game. I'm not reading this. They should both work. Twitch chat, don't you dare tell me I'm fucking wrong. I'll be mad at you. Yeah, he doesn't have a mark on his neck.
Okay, yeah. There's a very clear part of his neck right there.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Look at all that spaghetti sauce.
Okay, yep, that worked.
We later find out that Gregson's actually alive. He just fell asleep after eating so much pasta. He just comes in. Huge misunderstanding, everyone. Real sorry about that.
Oh god.
I've been on the toilet for the past 2 days.
Do you realize what it does to your system when the first time you eat something different after 8 straight years of fish and chips?
I've only been eating fish and chips for so long. My body couldn't take anything else. So, the day before his body was discovered, Inspector Gregson was taken prisoner while working incognito.
No! It was not like that. It was hardly a prison. It was an invitation to stay. It was only.
It's not an invitation to stay. However you describe it, there's one glaring inconsistency that remains.
What inconsistency is this, Counsel?
I would ask the court to look closely at this photograph. I'm going to ask y'all to look at this photograph of the victim, Inspector Gregson. You will see that there is no red ring visible around his Xbox 360, around his neck.
Eh? But that makes no sense. It was me who took the collare off of the man in the morning. And I saw the red bruises on his neck, just like I have.
Given that the mark is still clearly visible on this witness's neck, we'd expect to see bruising on the victim, who was put in the collar more recently than Mr. De Rossi.
Indeed. That is most peculiar.
Dino Quarry in the chat says his next box 360, which is really good. It's really good.
Incredible.
Or Dino Quarry probably is.
Hey, it's me, Dino Quarry.
It's pretty good, actually.
But what do we tell you, huh? Huh? We said this from the beginning, many times.
Peppino is right. The man in the photograph. He is someone different to the man we held captive at night.
That's a bit of a harebrained sprite.
Yeah. Like hands up.
Yeah, the hands up with the glasses sort of thing. I'm like, wait, what does that remind me so much of someone else? Because it's harebrained sprite.
Order! Order! Order!
It would appear then that on the day before the incident, the man who visited the park on Lime Street, posing as an incognito inspector, was not Inspector Gregson at all.
If that's true, however, how do you explain the inspector's identification? This is a genuine identification book issued by Scotland Yard. It's inconceivable that someone could have stolen such an important item from the inspector. The prosecution made that assertion itself. Oh, clicked out of the window.
And we also know that the inspector had made a note about the Red-Headed League in his diary that day. Which surely means we can't divorce the two events completely.
The inconsistency noted by the defense is most troubling. If it were the real Inspector Gregson whom these two red-headed gentlemen encountered, the fact that no bruising can be seen around his neck defies explanation.
But equally, if they actually encountered an imposter, how did that person come to be in possession of the real inspector's identification?
Does the defense have some plausible explanation, counsel?
The whole thing defies explanation.
It is for precisely these occasions that we keep meticulous notes in the court record, Mr. Naruhodo. Because those are the facts. And the facts cannot lie.
Unlike your feelings. No, the facts can't lie.
feelings.
Even when they point to something so incredible, it's almost unbelievable. Well, my lord, the true identity of the person who turned up in the park for the Red-Headed League's enrollment was there.
You're right, Susato. Facts can't lie, but I have alternative facts.
Is enrollment spelled with only one L?
Not that I know of, unless it's a British spelling.
British spelling? Are you fucking serious?
I mean, like math and maths.
No, but like,
No. Yeah,
Soapy
I
says
think,
it's British. I trust Soapy.
yeah. The North American spelling is 2 L's and the British spelling is 1 L.
England, you can take the L on this one. God damn, what the fuck are y'all doing over there? Come on. I know you invented the language, but fuck me. That hurts me bad. Like, color, color, honor, honor, fine. I get it. Whatever.
Anur.
Enrollment? For real?
Enrollment.
Like, y'all spell enroll with 2 L's?
Oh, do they?
They have to.
Do they have to? I don't think they have to do anything they don't want.
Nope,
with that.
no, they spell it with 1.
No fucking way.
Yeah,
I mean, why would they-
ENROL.
My
Whoa.
mind is fucking blown. Whoa! The God Charmer.
Very
She had
impressive
110 bits. Saying, let's add on to the fact that it's Val's birthday, and with this I've donated $609 over 2 weeks. I have eaten enough for 2 Gregsons, by the way. Thank you so
Thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you.
That is extremely
Very quite
generous.
kind
Oh
of
my
you.
god. Is revealed by information in the court record, I believe. I'm still not over enrollment being spelled that way. Sorry. We got sidetracked by this very generous donation, but what the fuck? Is revealed by
Does the council have anything to say other than complaining about the spelling of enrollment?
It's information revealed by the court record, I believe.
Good gracious!
Very tantalizing, Mr. Naruhodo.
I'll give you
and
something
I'm not talking about
tantalizing
your
something.
argument. So, why don't you help us all to see whatever truth it is that you've apparently seen? Who exactly was this inspector that appeared before Mr. de Rousseau and Mr. de Rossi?
Mr. D's nuts. It's an imposter. Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
sus. Come on, they vented. We've talked about this. Though it seems incredible, I admit, the undeniable facts point to only one thing. Since no bruising can be seen on the victim's neck, the person who these two red-headed men took prisoner that day cannot have been Inspector Gregson.
In other words, your whole argument up to now has been a waste of time.
No? Actually, no. On the contrary, I haven't finished.
What?
Nani? There's no bruising on the victim's neck, so the question immediately posed next is, who exactly was this man in the park on Line Street found to be carrying Inspector Gregson's identification?
See, that's right. We tell the same story every time. Whoever this man was, the capo dragged him from a pillar to a post with a dog collar.
Mon Dieu, Peppino! I was not so harsh as you say, huh?
So, Shoryuken, so who was that false inspector, eh? Who was he?
Clearly, the defense has an idea about that. About the true identity of the man these two imprisoned that night.
I must ask the counsel for the defense to elaborate post-haste. Who did the witnesses encounter in the park posing as Inspector Gregson?
Hey, it's the other jabroni with the fucking red ring around his
the
neck.
dude with the got choked out.
Yep.
I mean, this guy, you can't even put a dog collar around his neck. Look at that. Jesus
Yeah, no.
God.
He'd fucking snap it.
Yeah, even if you got it around his neck, he'd flex and it would just obliterate it.
Look at
He'd
his
pull a
neck.
Gaston.
His neck is bigger than Daley's entire head. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a hoss right there.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, Daley looks like you could almost just take the collars just straight off.
You can't tighten enough around him.
Yeah, you can tighten up and just slip out of it.
I mean, you could probably slip out of it going down instead of over his head.
Just over his shoulder. Like string bean.
I'm sorry, Val.
Well,
Listen,
it's not an insult on him.
Yeah,
He's just a skinny man. Yeah.
yeah. Being
What I'm
skinny
saying
isn't
is
bad.
It's not his fault he's drawn that way. That's a drawn together quote, right?
I know that's Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, that's Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
You're right. You're right.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
I swear to God, they have a joke like that and drawn together too. But I could.
I mean, I wouldn't
probably do.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. It is
Yeah.
a show that spoofed a lot of
Cartoons.
those kind of things. Yeah.
Goodness me, isn't that?
One of the witnesses who was in the stand in this very courtroom earlier today. A nameless man whose only occupation appears to be peddling hearsay to passers-by.
What on earth would a street seller be doing with a police inspector's identification papers?
It's a damn good question, Cosimo.
Witnesses, is this the man or not?
They're gonna say no.
What has happened to his lip?
Okay, no, they know him.
See, this man is not for the red-headed league, eh? He's looking for the twisted lip league, no?
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Perhaps rather than making such a rash claim next time, you should bite your lip instead.
What if I bit yours? Never mind.
No.
Is that a
you can
problem,
go on.
counsel? Is that a promise, counsel?
Please continue.
It seems improbable, yes, but one undeniable fact remains. During his testimony earlier, I noted something around the man's neck, A red ring of bruising.
Eh?
The red ring of bruising sounds like a D&D item.
My red. I'm gonna cast my level 7 red ring of bruising.
It did the cut ahead again. Oh, he just said what?
What?
The defense demands that Mr. Gossip be brought back to the stand.
Order! Order! Bailiff! Bring the aforementioned witness back into the courtroom. Immediately!
Aw, that was cute.
Yeah.
In a very weird sort of way.
I mean, that's probably
Hey,
going to be
listen.
the thumbnail for one of the videos, is both of them
Yeah.
just doing this together.
Listen, this isn't kink shaming. This is kink celebrating right here.
Someone is dead.
They need the woman from Game of Thrones who has the bell that was like shame, except it's slay, slay.
Well, I never. An undeniable ring of bruising indeed. And identical to that of the witness beside him.
Now what's going on here, eh? I've always said this, me. It's a birthmark, innit?
Shut the fuck up. That is the worst lie. A birthmark, you say?
I assume the reason you've been recalled to the stand has been explained to you.
Oh, something about an inspector again. But I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong as usual.
You're denying all knowledge of it?
Well, of course I am. Are you trying to kill me with all this nonsense, eh?
No.
We're not.
Well, at least you'll have more stories to peddle back on Fresno Street, won't you? Now, we're going to need you to testify again.
And you, Mr. De Rousseau and Mr. De Rossi, I'm sure you'll cooperate, won't you?
Nah. Not
Do we
feeling
have
it.
do we have any choice?
We are in big trouble, eh, Capo?
That's quite enough dilatory chatter. Proceed with the testimony.
Let me catch up with the chat, because there was a little bit here. Logan tipped $1 saying, so the two are a couple of guys who were up to no good and started making trouble in Gregson's neighborhood, and he got in one little fight. Exactly. Miss Leia cheered 100
Yeah,
bits.
one other fight and he died.
Yeah. Miss Leia cheered 100 bits saying, when the inspector is sus. She the Punisher cheered 10 bits saying, what's that about police brutality? Well, this is brutality on the police, apparently. Cuban Nagashi cheered at 93 bits. Here, have some random bits that I've been lying around for ages since I like you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Desort Boy Man cheered 10 bits saying, they're such little freaks, I love them. Very good. Twitch chat cheered $1, tipped $1 saying, Zach, you are wrong. Because I said Twitch chat, don't tell me that I was wrong. Very good. Thank you. Hypothetically illegal tipped $5 saying, Pridge, lawyer question. If a lawyer was in a particularly stressful case, would it violate attorney-client privilege if they told their therapist about it?
Oh.
That is really interesting.
That's cheating privileges.
But I also would assume no, because, like, the therapist has, like, sworn to a certain level of secrecy as well with their clients.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like therapists have to report like any harm that someone's done to themselves or other people.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think they have an obligation not to say anything about what happens in therapy sessions.
Yeah, right in Sharpie says there's doctor-patient privilege also. So,
Ooh, spicy.
should the Punisher cheer 10-bit saying sus? Yes. Blaker Street reset for 14 months. Well, this just popped up midstream here. Thank you very much. Dig of the G cheered 300 bits saying can't stay any longer. Work is in the 90s. Work is in the 90s. Oh. Work is in the 90s degrees wise, and my phone's overheating like crazy. Stay classy, save data. Stay cool, Diego. I hope you're
Stay
not
cool.
dying out there because that shit's hot.
Yeah.
Once again, thank you, Local Charmer, for your very generous donations. Raz Redcrest cheered 10 bits saying God Charmer didn't cheer 110 bits. They donated $110. Did I say 110 bits? I meant $110. I apologize. Goosey Gander cheered 100 bits saying it's the super high school level imposter. Gossip tipped $5 saying I'm not as noodly as all that. I mean, look at this jabroni. Gossip. Come on. I bet under that shirt he's like half of that width, you know? Raz Redcrest cheered another 10 bits saying my red ring of bruising converts your sword slashing damage into bludgeoning damage, so to which I have resistance. That's very good.
Ooh.
The Real Out Night cheered 10 bits saying Wes's camera.exe has stopped working. Oh, did it? Because it's working now.
Yeah, I saw it get a little stuttery for a second, but I think it's fine.
All right, chat, let us know if it gets bad again. Raz Redcrest cheered 10 bits saying turnabout is fair play. And fair play turnabout sounds like a case in the series. As well as another 10 bit saying, does mandated reporting apply if the prosecution has already started? Mandated reporting. Is this like a therapy question still? Does mandated reporting apply if the prosecution has already started? Explain what you mean, Raz Redcrest. You don't have to.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by mandated reporting.
You don't have to tip 10 bits. I'll just see it in the chat. And Folk Up cheered 10 bits saying, Gossip is so noodly, he's in danger next to Pepino. Very good. Back to the lawyer and the therapist. I don't. Okay. Mandated reporting in regards to like if somebody being in danger or whatnot. I mean, I assume not because they're just.
I mean, obviously, that's a clear role to confidentiality.
Yes.
The lawyer is that prevent injury or prevent any sort of injury or crime.
Right. But I mean, if we're talking about like the lawyer themselves being in an overly stressful situation that they might be in danger, then yes, of course the therapist is going to intervene. But like if they're talking about another case, then like.
So the best answer I can give is it's obviously not enumerated in the exceptions to lawyer-client relationship.
Okay.
So it doesn't seem to be directly allowed.
Okay.
The best guess is that you can probably try and describe the situation without identifying the client.
Yeah.
Just keep say the thing I'm tell therapists I have a stressful situation at work that involves these things, but keep it just vague enough so you're not actually identifying what's going on. Is probably the safest option. Also, if the case is stressing you out that much, then you might need to think about
career change.
moving yourself as counsel.
Yeah.
Moving yourself as counsel in that case.
That's true. That's true too. Actually, good point.
Kind of a hard thing to pull, but
yeah. I won't say who it was, but somebody in my life recently was on jury duty, and they just would not stop talking about the case. And I was like, Doc, you gotta stop. You have to, like, you legally can't do this. And they were like, but it's a murder case. And I was like, stop telling me this. Stop. What are you doing? This is super. You can't. And they just kept being like, yeah, he's super guilty. And I was like, stop. Anyways. The inspector and the identification revisited.
The man who claimed to be an inspector that day was definitely not this man.
He's right, see? You think we would forget these grand lips, huh?
God damn it. They just can't stop saying things that are like vaguely like,
I'll never leave Fresno Street, alright? I've no interest in any red-headed league. I'm all alone in the world, mate. I'm no kinfolk or nothing. I would I be involved in something like that?
Hmm.
Just look at me, eh? Does it look like I could carry off with a disguise with a face like this?
But what if this face is a disguise? You son of a bitch.
It would certainly appear that we have the wrong man.
What have I been telling you, huh? There was no need for this pointless testimony. That's right. I'm just a simple peddler, remember? Fresno Street's all I know. Who would I have come by a police inspector's identification book, eh?
Well, yes, that's hard to explain, but...
A brief cross-examination, I think, counsel. Very brief.
Isn't there anyone in this courtroom who thinks I might be onto something?
I stand steadfastly at your side as always, Mr. Naruhodo.
Thanks, Usato. Okay, it's gotta be, we probably have to press something with one of his lines.
Yeah, no interest in the Red-Headed League.
Yeah, it's been a hot moment. I mean, also, like, why wouldn't you have interest? Because they're gonna give you money, so if you're some poor dude, a most fantastic money-making opportunity, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess just start pressing things here.
Yeah.
See what we can get.
Might be.
So, you've heard of the Red-Headed League, had you?
You don't get a name like Gossip for nothing, eh? It's my business to know what's going off in town. I sold that tasty tidbit to a fair few redheads that came past me. Just between us, I even got sandwich to cough up for it.
Well, he does have a very red nose, if that counts.
Yeah, fucking Rudolph's flying in to fucking audition for the Red-Headed League here. Who knows?
But as you can see, my own hair's got a hit of red in it. My own hair's not got a hit of red in it. And in any case, Fresno Street's my patch. You won't catch me cycling off to some other part of town.
Oh.
No, sir, not likely.
Okay.
Is that so?
Mr. de Rousseau!
Oui. How can I help you?
Did Mr. Gossip's words just now lead you to remember something relevant, perhaps?
It was the other day when I was looking for a place near the park. A small house or something. To be the headquarters of your Red-Headed League, yes? I visited an housing agent on Lime Street, and there I saw him. This man was paying money to the agent.
To the housing agent?
What?
Mr. Gossip? With the housing agent?
Oui. He had some kind of contract in his hand, and they were clearly discussing terms. But no, you're mistaken, chum. I've never left Fresno Street, me. Like I said before, you've mistaken me for someone else. Someone with the same face.
No, the capo is right. I remember it too. Sure you can. He was paying the man with the banknotes.
With notes? Like I said, that wasn't me.
I was curious why this man with the dirty clothes had so much money. So I looked at the name on the papers.
Oh, okay. They're just gonna give it to us? And what name was written? Mr. Gossip?
No, this man, he lies. He tells you that he has no name. But in fact, his name is Hugh Boone, huh? He's better than Mr. Gossip, I think. See?
Okay, so he was he was paying for the apartment.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
No! I'm a peddler of tidbits of information.
I
Like
hate
I
this
said,
angle.
On Fresno Street, and that's that.
It's
You know how hard it is to be intimidating with a fucking face like that?
It's terrible.
I'm about. This is what is called a Super Saiyan.
And this is
The
Super
Legend
Saiyan
Power
2. And this is
And
Super
this
Saiyan
is to
God
go
mode.
even further beyond.
Fuck, I just punched my guitar. Ow.
I don't much like folk talking about my personal life. Indeed. And it is not the intention of the court to invade the privacy of witnesses. Very well, I shall respect your wishes, sir.
Wait, what?
This is
The aforementioned name shall be redacted from all court
Okay.
records of this trial, assuming no objections.
we
Multiple,
sorry,
actually.
yeah, we do,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Okay, the game's not even gonna fuck with it.
I'm sorry, my lord, but the defense does object. Because the name just mentioned has a very deep significance to this case.
Good gracious! Do you similarly object, Prosecutor Isogi?
As it happens, my lord, that particular name has already been mentioned during today's proceedings.
Yeah.
Well, I never! In what capacity?
I can't remember anyone's name.
Hugh Boone.
Also, what happened to the defendant, Van Zooks?
What a nice young man.
Prosecutor Asukis, please continue.
Prosecutor Amogus.
The name of the leaseholder of the room.
Let me put this very simply. The victim's body was discovered in your rented room.
I suggest, sir, that you start talking.
Well, all right. I suppose that might be the case,
I pose.
Look at his stupid little pose. He looks like Goofy.
Wow, he
Act-
does. Yeah.
Pretty good, yeah. He just got a bit of goofy in him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. Is this what all the kids are doing?
Gorsh, is Javi the coffee concentrate all the kids are talking about? Max?
Even Goofy advertises for us.
Oh. So your real name is Hugh Boone?
No, it's actually Daley Vigil. Oh, man. Got me again. Well, just between us, I don't like to blow my own trumpet. There's no finer peddler of tidbits in town.
I like that the game has already changed his name to Boone in the fucking UI.
So I happen to be able to afford a grubby little room in a falling down backstreet townhouse. You do? And once every 6 months, I go and pay the rent to the agent on Lime Street.
I remember now. There were 2 vulgar redheads in there last time.
Eh? If either of us is a vulgar, it's not a me.
Think again, Peppino. Why didn't you bring this up before? It's like I told you already. I don't like talking about my personal life. I'm a tidbit peddler as far as everyone else is concerned. No fuss.
You will update your testimony to include this most surprising revelation, Mr. Boone. If I must.
You must.
Oh, okay.
So the leaseholder Scotland Yard has been looking for since the body was discovered has been here under our noses all along.